Today's the day. We've got Tanner Fox's BRZ here. We're gonna go ahead and get started on the AVO Turbo Kit install. It is the version 1 kit and it's pretty sweet. Check it out. This kit's really awesome because it comes with a sweet detailed instruction manual, a parts list, and a bunch of other goodies that come with it. So here's how it looks. Instructions are super detailed, so we'll follow those as close as possible. Checklist for all the parts that are included in the kit, which is pretty extensive. And what's cool is they actually have a list as well, and they go through and check all them off as they're inserted into the kit. Pretty nice stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with removing the front bumper because we need to mount the intercooler today and move the washer bottle and a few other goodies. So we're gonna get started with that. So as I'm pulling the front end apart here, I'm doing it just a little bit by bit. Front bumper, the air shroud underneath, the horn, just following the directions as it states, what to remove, what to do with it once it's removed. What I'm doing is I'm actually starting a nice clean pile of parts so that I can go back and actually retrace my steps to put everything back together properly. All the hardware has been sorted, and that way I know which bolt goes where. When I put it back together, it should make it go a lot quicker. So right now I'm getting ready to remove the windshield washer fluid bottle. Apparently it needs to be relocated for some of the turbo pipe plumbing. Once this is out, I believe we'll pull off the core support and start on the intercooler. It should get exciting now. Support's now off, 5 mile an hour crash bumper, and now we're gonna drill the holes and put in the nut certs for the intercooler.
Fatality.
PO instructions call for us to use these two holes that are in the back side of the 5 mile an hour bumper. As you can see, these tabs on the intercooler line up to those fairly close. We need to use a Christmas tree bit and open these up a little bit, and then we're gonna put a nut cert in there so there's threaded provisions for the bolt that's gonna hold this intercooler. Cooler mounted up, as you can see. Also have the plastic shrouds that are here. I'm not sure how visible they'll be, but there's some plastic shrouds that mount here that close off the back side of the front bumper and the bottom shield to direct air through the radiator. They recommend that you keep these because they do a really good job of actually creating a good airflow through the radiator, air conditioning condenser, and intercooler here once the bumper's on. So they've been trimmed, as you can see here, to allow for the rubber intercooler piping to pass through. I've done that on both sides, and yeah, now we're going to move on to the next, which is remounting the windshield washer bottle in this location here. If you can tell, it has to be moved down 1 inch to create room for this intercooler pipe. So we're going to have to get creative with the mounting tabs and move the thing down a bit. So stay tuned and I'll show you how that turns out. We got the windshield washer bottle remounted where it needs to be, and we've got the intercooler pipe mounted as well. It squeezes right in there and then heads up into the engine bay. We've removed the air box and everything that goes in this general vicinity to clear out some room to put the new components in. We've also had to remove a large bracket and module that is for the fuel injectors and firing the fuel injectors to make some room over here, because we're now basically installing a little fuel pump, or I'm sorry, a little oil pump, and a new plate that goes on the back of the engine. It replaces this old block off plate here that used to be on the back of the engine. So we've pried that off. we're sort of now getting into the heavy lifting of this kit, more of the mechanical side of things. So this is where it starts to get exciting and fun. So AVO gives you a replacement block off plate. We've created the same seal as they had on here originally, and what this is actually doing is this is actually being driven by the engine to pump oil to the turbo.
Oh, okay.
So, obviously the car was non-turbo, so didn't need to have this.
It's a nice piece.
It's a really nice part. Just gotta make sure this keyway is set up properly to catch the rotating assembly, and yeah, get it in there. Just wanna make sure it's all sealed properly and done right. This is the AVO manifold and turbo and oil tank. So we're gonna go ahead and swap the O2 sensors out of this one into the provisions on this one, right there and right there. And we'll be bolting this thing on. Phew! Well, it's turning into a long day, but we're about 3/4 of the way through the installation of this kit. We're finally now starting to install the charge pipes that go to the intercooler, some of the rubber piping, and we're now ready to install some of the brackets underneath the car that hold the heat shielding on for the turbo kit, and then the turbo kit goes on. So literally the next couple steps are the exciting ones. We're actually putting the new manifold, the turbo, and oil tank and everything in. It is near the end of the day. We're going to stay here and grind for another hour or two and kind of get the turbo probably bolted on, and we'll finish everything tomorrow.
A few moments later.
Play the bongos. Time to put her in. Everything's ready to go, so
It's insane how quick this
see how it fits. So we're 6 hours into this project. We really thought we were going to be splitting this up over 3 to 5 days. This went a lot faster than we thought. Basically, gonna come in the morning, we're calling it night tonight. Gonna come in the morning, button the whole thing up. We still have to mount a couple things, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be done tomorrow and ready to go off to tuning. So, great job, AVO. This is an awesome kit. Like our channel, subscribe, give us a follow.